Good morning, this is Andrew Mount for GG. It's Wednesday, December the 4th. Time is short, my friends, so I will be brief. Let's talk about the dead rail at Lingfield. What do I mean by a dead rail? This is when, on an all-weather track, the surface is riding deeper towards the inside, putting those who race around the inside at a big disadvantage. It's what we were used to at the likes of Southwell over the years, but not so obvious on Polytrack. But for the last month or so, it's been really difficult to win round the inside on the Polytrack at Lingfield. Since the 1st of November, those drawn in stalls 1, 2 and 3 in Handicap Company have recorded just one win from 57 starts. That was 16 to 1 shot Jerry the Glover, who managed to get off the inside rail and challenge wide. So be very wary about backing anything drawn low, particularly if they like to make the running, because they'll probably migrate towards their inside rail. Now we've got 3 7-furlong races that start the card today. Quite an early start here, so I'll try to get this online as quickly as I can. Now in the 12-10 race, the favourite is drawn in stall 2, that's Global Hope. And the non-runner in that race is drawn in stall 14 of 14, Walkman. He probably should have stayed in, because that might actually help him if the bias is the same as it was last week on Friday and Saturday when it was particularly strong. Now talking about last week, there's one horse you must put on your trackers, and that's Jack Berry House. He broke from stall 10, got across to the inside rail and made the running in Roman Spinner's race, but he faded into 4th, getting beaten by horses who came late and wide. He did really well to hang on for 4th, going down by 3 lengths that day, and I'll be very interested in backing him wherever he runs next. So that's Jack Berry House for the trackers. But back to today, so we've got 3 7-furlong contests to kick off with. The first race looks particularly tricky. I have thrown arrows at some of the wider drawn runners, including Bombastic from stall 13, BPC from stall 11 and Broughton's Flair from stall 8. In the 12:40, there's one I like here, Go Well Spicy, coming out of stall 10. Now she's by Gutafan, whose first season crop have done really well, particularly the fillies. If you backed all the fillies blind, you'd made a good profit. Now she was stuck on the inside at Southwell last time out and didn't run particularly well, but she's 25 to 1 for today's race. That's the 12:40, and I fancy her to run a big race at a price, so back Go Well Spicy each way is my advice. Of the others drawn wide in that race, just having a quick look through, well, we've got a favourite in stall 1, Holy Eleanor under Holly Doyle. That one could be vulnerable if getting towards the inside, so I'm looking at the likes of Burniston Rocks from stall 8, who's the 11 to 2 second favourite, as another potential each way bet in that race. Finally, the 110. Again, the market is dominated by low-drawn runners, and that's not going to help them in what we've seen recently. The first 4 in the betting, according to the odds comparison sites, are Baby Steps, Typhoon 10, Revich and Sir Titan, drawn in stalls 3, 5, 2 and 4. So again, perhaps look at the likes of Intersab from stall 9, and Apex King, stall 10. He's coming down the weights, has been nibbled at in 1 or 2 places, and 25 to 1 about him might give you an each way return. That's it from me until tomorrow, when I'll be at Leicester if it's on, if not at Chelmsford. Until then, best of luck if you're having a bet. Cheers.